have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Cleveland Cavaliers come in for this one. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Thunder making a quick stop here in front of their home crowd of Oklahoma City, just one game before heading back out on the road.
Kevin, this game decides whether they'll come out on the top or the bottom of the season series because they've split the prior two games, and this is it, the third and final meeting.
You know, Steve, in a rubber match like this, teams do play with a lot of intensity and a lot of heart. Because really, if you don't come out on top and you got some boys on the other squad, I mean, you know you're going to have to hear from those guys all offseason. And that sometimes is worse than the pain of losing the game. The trash talk you're going to hear.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. LeBron is the 3 with Thompson at the 4. J.R. Smith out there with Irving. And it's Mozgov in at the 5 down low. Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
And LeBron asked who would be on his Mount Rushmore of NBA greats, Steve. He went with Larry, he went with Michael Jordan, and Oscar Robertson.
Well, you got to feel like he probably can sort of associate himself with the Big O. You know, the big body, the strength, the versatility. That's what Oscar was all about. That's what LeBron is all about. So nice to see LeBron's recognition of that era of the NBA.
Hard to argue with those selections. He also said he better be up there too, and I would agree with that.
First team foul.
And stolen by James.
Tried to use the pump fake there, but that was awesome.
Look out below. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got his first basket.
So deflating for a team. Clark coughing up the ball at one end, and then it turns into immediate points at the other end.
And it's just as much of a boost for the team getting those easy points off the steal.
Cleveland's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Use this opportunity here to look at some stats for LeBron James. Great work over the last month. Averaging 21 points per game, 11 assists, and 10 rebounds. Tell you what, he's been scary good over that run of games, just taking his usual brand of stellar offense and even building on it.
And Steve, you know that's not easy to do considering the high level he already plays at on an everyday basis. To move the needle another notch higher is special.
Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got his first bucket of the night.
Coach Scott Brooks of the Thunder, he's brought great stability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So the Thunder like to keep it pretty simple with their X's and O's.
And LeBron throws it down.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
And Scott Brooks, even when the Thunder were really a young team, was pretty open to getting input from his players, and they liked it.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it's a collaborative style, and really a credit to Scott Brooks that he's secure enough with himself to allow his players to have that input. Engaging his players and keeping
A different look for Utah. Pelicans trail by 9. Backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Evans and Anderson, the forwards. And it's Asik in at the 5. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Well, trade rumors circulated around Eric Gordon last season. Makes you wonder if there was some buyer's remorse from the Pelicans after they matched the Suns' 4-year, almost $60 million offer sheet.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, gentlemen, Anthony Davis is not yet a household name, but he's quickly becoming an elite talent. Coach Monty Williams said there are a few power forwards that are rated ahead of him, but the key is winning. When we win, people are going to see how much better he is than those guys. He's right there with the best in the league. Such a bright young career, Kevin.
A superstar in the making, Doris. Thank you. And for Eric Gordon, guys who had expressed some dissatisfaction with the situation in New Orleans, rumors, in fact, existed of a rift last season with him and Coach Monty Williams.
Well, that frequently happens on teams that are struggling like the Pelicans did last year. And, you know, sometimes the contract can make a trade more difficult, so he may be stuck in New Orleans. And in the end, you just have to get healthy and deliver and make the best of whatever situation you're in.
Holiday with it. Now guarded by the prodigy. Holiday dishes to Gordon. Back to Holiday. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Holiday's got 9 points now in the quarter. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the Kings.
They just couldn't get the ball in the basket that day, guys. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, it's hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Yeah, the high-quality shots was few and far between for them, and they have nobody to blame but themselves. They need to work a lot harder to get good shots today.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
This New Orleans team is now in their second season as the Pelicans. The name, which was subject to some critique early on, has actually turned out to be nice for the franchise with a new group of players, new ownership, and it fits nicely into creating a new identity.
Shot's good from the prodigy. The prodigy's got the lead up to 11 now for Utah.
Yeah, and guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
And Holiday, here we go. And he finishes nicely on the way. Holiday's got 20 points. When you talk about the Pelican mascot, Steve, wingspan, a term that definitely applies to this team and the young Anthony Davis.
Yeah, it's a great name. You know, Davis was last year's leading shot blocker to go with 20 points and 10 boards a game. I mean, this guy is a potential superstar and obviously the key for this club moving forward.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Holiday's got 13 points in just this quarter.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Favors passes to Burks. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The offensive rebound. Cantor kicks to Hayward. The pass to the prodigy. From beyond the arc. Rebound, Evans. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Blocked. With 1 on the clock. And misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And that.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. Very nice offensive first half from the reserves. You guys had a big impact. We'll be coming back to you in the second half.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
We watched Holiday play great basketball.
It's go time. Check in. I'm on it.
Utah leading by 11, so on the floor for Utah. Williams is out there with Exum, and it's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Trevor Booker, and it's Novak in at the small forward. Exum dishes to Gobert. Pass to Williams. 4 on the shot clock. Booker the pass to Williams. Misses from close range.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
The Pelicans.
Dance team, let them hear it.
Here's Walters. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Pass to Pondexter. He kicks to Fredette. This is to Pondexter. The feed to Walters. 6 to shoot.
Well, a chance to check out Nate Walters here. Now this season has been coming along for him, averaging about 7 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Looking at those numbers, you'd probably say, yeah, that's about what we'd expect out of him.
Which isn't really what any player wants to hear. I mean, you don't want to meet expectations. You want to underpromise and overdeliver. You want to exceed expectations, and maybe we'll start to see him do that shortly.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Utah. Here's the Prodigy. Backs down the step-back Jay. The Prodigy's got 15. Pelicans trail by 11. And Walters kicks to Pondexter. To the middle. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession.
And now we've got a moment to see how the Jazz are doing ranking-wise, Kevin. 8th in blocks. 9th in opponent points per game. And as far as team rebounding numbers, not a strong suit for this year. Top 20 in the league is all.
Yeah, and this is a team that really relies on those blocks that you talked about, Clark, because when they're at their best, they're really challenging every shot. They cover up, they close out on jump shooters, and if you penetrate and get to the rim, they've got a host of shot blockers there waiting for you.
Walters dishes to Pondexter. Here's Fredette. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. A floater. That's good. Fredette's got his first basket of the night. Jazz leading by 12. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, Quinn Snyder this season taking over as head coach of the Utah Jazz. Snyder said the fit is terrific. He loves player development. Certainly a nice compliment to this young roster. Snyder's road in the coaching ranks has been a winding one, but he said the adversity he's faced has made him a better coach and a better person. Gentlemen?
His time has come, Doris. All the makings of a great coach. Thank you. And the Pelicans making a change here. Gordon's checked in. For Utah, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. The Prodigy passes to Hayward. Here's the Prodigy. Feeds to Novak. Puts up a 3, and he gets it to go. Novak's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Utah.
You know, the more these three-pointers continue to drop, the more you can sense the frustration coming from this defense.
No question. No matter what they've thrown at them, they've not been able to take that shot away.
Anderson outside. He feeds it to Withy. Passes it to Walters. Pondexter with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Gordon kicks to Withy. And that's good for 2 as he grabs the feed.
He kind of threaded the needle with that pass into the paint.
Here's the Prodigy. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, let's do it.